Bitch, put your motherfucking hands in the air. It's a saving podcast community progress. And welcome to the show. I'm NoUU. There are other people here. Charlie will introduce us.
Yes. Hello, I'm Charles Kendall Gillette. With me is Miss Chatterbox Luna.
What? Hi!
Hello. And also Teg.
Hello, I'm Triggs' alter ego, apparently. That's okay.
Don't forget
They
Brownie.
both begin with T.
I'm here also. I was the one that was just talking.
Sarge, Brownie, whoever the...
Sarge, Brownie, NoUU, Jeff, Faggot, whatever.
I feel like NoUU is gonna go on to some, like, who's on first insanity.
I hope so.
I suppose. Alright, so let's start with Brownie, Sarge, Jeff, whatever. What have you been playing this week, dude?
I've been playing Call of Duty because I play that all the time. I've also been playing like way too much Binding of Isaac, and also I've been trying to beat all the games on the Basement Collection. So nothing really interesting.
Which Call of Duty?
Black Ops 2. Just the most modern one. I don't really care. Fucking same thing.
I don't judge.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
you
That's
do.
alright.
I haven't
You're
played
judging me.
any since the first Modern Warfare. Have they, like, actually
that was-
changed?
Slightly over time. It's almost different.
It's almost
different
different.
stuff.
It's just not an engine change at all.
Fucking same thing. It doesn't matter. Doesn't need it.
The
Doesn't need it.
multiplayer has changed in, like, little ways. Like, oh, there's RC
It changes a
cars.
little bit every year, and so it almost gets different after 3 games.
There's dogs. Whoa! I always feel really
There's
bad
dogs.
when I kill the dogs and I can never kill them, so I just die, even if I have a kill streak. But I haven't played Call of Duty in forever.
Fucking casual.
Casual
Shut your
fucking-
face.
I
bet you
played
don't
the
even have
shit
a
out of the World War II ones, the, like, Call of Duty one and
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
expansion pack,
COD.
but
Yeah.
They
COD
were
5 is
great.
also Modern Warfare 2. Not goddamn it, fucking World War 2.
World at War?
World War V?
What it was. That's COD 5. Alright.
Are you enjoying the Basement Collection?
It's good. Time Fuck is weird. I'm not sure if I can get into it. I don't really like those puzzle platformer games, but Spewer is awesome, and so is Aether, because I love that game.
I
I haven't tried Spear yet.
Pretty good. It gets really hard on like the last set of levels.
Have you guys read that
Alright.
blog about how, like, the real meaning of Binding of Isaac and, like,
I read like half of it and I got bored.
I don't know. I thought it was so cool because I don't know. I
That's
really
one.
love Edmund McMillan and his art style and everything, and like
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
he had like such a troubled childhood and just I don't know. I really like that sort of creepy, sarcastic, just Tim Burton, but just escalated kind
I don't
of, art style.
Was Ed's childhood that fucking
Yeah.
bad? I don't know if he says it was bad, just...
Yeah, he says he had a pretty
Slightly-
rough childhood, and like, there's this one article about how a dead black bird appears a lot in his stories or in his games.
He did an answer to that.
Yeah.
He's talks about all these dead birds he's seen when as a kid.
Yeah, and like how he found like a burnt one and stuff, and like how he made one as like his like treehouse symbol because he like
Mascot.
poked it or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I really like him, and
It does come through.
yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Yeah, like one of my friends who I talk to all the time, he's always like, "Oh, I really don't want to play Binding of Isaac because the creators just got such a sick and twisted sense of humor." And I'm like, "Dude, that's the brilliance of the game.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good."
You can put toothpicks in your eye and shoot through walls. I couldn't think of anything else disgusting in that game.
Shoot through walls.
That's really disgusting, shooting through walls, actually. You don't know how it works. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh. But is that all that you've played this week?
Yeah, only 3 games. I've been playing Binding of Isaac like 26 hours this week, so just all day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got back into it recently.
Right, so Luna, did you actually play anything this
I
week?
did. You guys should be proud.
Oh my god. You're getting out of your casual seat.
Shut your face.
Nah,
Um,
they're probably all
I
like
played
Facebook games.
some Little Inferno, which I really liked. Again, that kind of dark, twisted commentary. It's made by Double Fine, I think.
There's
Is it?
Tootie
No,
Boys.
it's not.
It's the people who made World of Goo.
Yeah, that's not.
Right,
And
Yeah, I don't think that was
Hold on.
Double Fine, but
oh, I'm a terrible person.
Casual.
Yeah, exactly. I really, really enjoyed that game. Have any of you guys played it?
I played
I
World
watched-
of Goo and I loved it.
Okay.
I've watched somebody play it. I watched my friend play it when I went around his
It
house.
looks boring.
It's more like, again, it's more of like a commentary, and if you like Binding of Isaac and that sense of humor, it's totally there in like item descriptions and like just the way certain things go. And I don't know, I really, really enjoyed it because that's just kind of my style of like art, I guess, and how I draw, and just my style of comedy too. And so I played Little Inferno and I really enjoyed it, and I really like kind of trying to figure out like the theme of the game or stuff like that. And played Little Inferno. I played Skull Kid or Skullface, the one.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Flash
yeah.
game.
I like 100%ed that game.
I
I'm, like,
have
20%
never
there.
played Super Meat Boy, so
Fucking casual.
hey, okay,
Put your hands down, casual.
shush your face, okay?
But with Little Inferno
Uh-oh.
though, the reason why I enjoyed World of Goo was for like the story and the art and kind of the whole aesthetic of it. So it seemed like it was just more of that and less of the gameplay.
Yeah,
the gameplay isn't really there
definitely
for me.
is. And I mean, I don't. If you have a Wii U, which I'm sure you guys don't, I don't personally have one. I played it on PC.
No one has a Wii U.
My friend does. That's why I was watching him play it on.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
it's
I know
like,
a single person with a Wii U actually.
it's like
It's
$15.
Like Nintendo Land is quite
Yeah.
cool if you have a friend
There's
to
one
play it
game.
with.
That's good.
For like,
Maybe
I
two.
wouldn't buy it for Wii U because it's like $15, and I don't think it's worth $15. But like on PC, it's like $5, and I think it's worth that.
Is it?
So
Yeah,
I don't know. I would definitely pick it up if you liked World of Goo and you like finding the context of games
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
It's $10.
it's Tomorrow Corporation, by the way.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here they are.
And so I played that. I picked up a game or two of Dota because I'm a loser.
Oh, man, I'm scared to get into that.
I don't play MOBAs anymore.
I enjoy it
I-
so much, and I've been working on my guide, which I'll talk about later on. I've been playing that. I've been playing some Minecraft, our Minecraft server. You know, Saving Progress.
Still exists.
Go check it out. Our Minecraft server is amazing. I've been on there once or twice, but I haven't been really on there. I still need to get back into it. I've just been busy with school. And what else have I played? Oh, the Skullface Skull Kid. Like, I really enjoyed it. It's just the controls took me a while to get because the wall jumping, I'm used to having to direct the wall jumping, but when you wall jump, it already directs you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, like, it just kind of it took a while to get used to, and I had a really great experience with it. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I thought it was really fun, and, you know, shout out to NL for covering that. But that's all I played this week. But I highly recommend all 3 games that I've played.
I don't know, on Schoolboy I played it, but the problem was the controls weren't exactly Super Meat Boys, so I had trouble getting used to it.
They were a bit floaty.
They just slide down walls, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I was 100% like controls.
Yeah, they were a
tight,
bit
though.
slow, but
Yeah,
it was
good.
very good, but it was a bit slow.
Well,
Yeah,
if it's
for
running
sure.
through a browser, I guess it's not going to be quite as
Yeah,
tight.
it is a Flash game.
Yeah, so.
I think it's maybe
And it's
stencil.
really, really well done, to give credit to the
Oh, yeah, it
creator.
was like, I think it was the first game you ever programmed or something.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
like
really?
a one-man
it's the
team.
biggest game he's ever done.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
Find him.
Jeez,
Degs!
jeez.
Have you played?
Triggs?
Yes,
Alright,
Teg.
not a whole lot, because I've been just busy with the whole holiday thing, but motherfucking Super Hexagon. I've got like,
Oh my.
let me check here. I've got like 20 hours, I think, in it.
Fucking goddamn.
Oh, that's nothing, man. You need to get up to 60 hours like me. Get on my level, bro.
But yeah, that's like one of the best games I've played in a long time. Holy shit, it's addictive.
Have you
Yeah,
beat
absolutely.
the whole thing yet?
Oh, I've only got 13. Feels like a lot more though. But anyways, I've beaten all of the modes except for the very, very hardest one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, I'm usually not into the whole kind of like Twitch arcade games.
Yeah.
But I get just like a super well designed game. The music's great, and
It's good.
It's
It's
good
for what
stuff.
it is. It's extremely good, which is a Hexagon
Yeah.
game.
Do you guys think Like I kind of, when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, it's an awesome like iOS game.
It was on iOS, wasn't it?
Yeah, it came out for that first.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that makes a lot more sense because I was like, I get why it's on PC and everything, but like I thought it would be so much better for iOS. But I think I'll definitely like pick that up on my iPad or on my phone because I think I would sink a lot of hours into that. Like I'm ridiculously, I don't know, if you can count Temple Run as a game, I played that like a ridiculous amount while I was waiting for things to load. I've like 100% that game. It's really sad.
Yeah, Super Hexagon's like same thing. I can pick it up for like 5 minutes and get like 20 runs in, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I think
they've made it ridiculously easy to restart to play it, and
Yeah.
you just start playing it for hours.
It's
really.
one of those
Oh, yeah,
games where it's fun to die kind of thing, where you're like, you don't care, you're just like, you know, like the appeal of Meat Boy was you automatically respawn, so you didn't care
Yeah.
that you died.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I definitely want to pick it up eventually when I have
Yeah, I
more
think it's-
time.
I think it's still on sale for $1, so it's definitely cheap.
Oh,
No, shit,
Jesus
it's
Christ,
$1.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
for 60
buying that right
hours you have.
For 60 hours, yeah.
Um,
See, we're like so spoiled
All of
now
them
with
spent
indie
sleeping.
games because like Binding of Isaac, I mean,
Oh,
Super
sounds sad.
Hexagon, like it's really hard to gauge how much a game's worth.
That's a good
yeah,
point.
it's kind
I mean,
of all over the place.
Yeah.
there.
I have 160 hours in Binding of Isaac, and that cost $5 because I got it on sale. And like, I look at a game
I
for
got it on
$25,
sale
and
for
I'm like, why?
I think the equivalent of $3.
Yeah.
And on the other end, though, I
Yeah.
paid $5 for 30 Flights of Loving a little while ago, which
And that's like, what, 30 minutes even?
it's like 10 to 15 minutes through the whole thing.
Is it something you replay?
Sorry?
Would you replay it, or is it just one go through and you're fucking done?
Pretty much one go through, maybe two, but like there's not really any replay value in there, but it is like the best 15 minutes you'll spend in a long time. So it's also totally worth the $5. So the whole value of games nowadays is like completely out of whack.
Well,
Problem is, I watched TB play through it, so I don't know. Yeah, I kind of ruined it for myself.
with Little Inferno, like it's definitely a game you can't replay unless you want to go and like maybe if you're someone who like, you know, like me really likes trying to figure out the theme of stuff, maybe if you want to replay it like again. It's really fun to play with like friends and everything and try to get combos together, and I understand why Northern Line didn't like it, but I think he would.
Did he not get it?
Yeah, I don't think he really got it, and not in a whole like Gianna sister way, but I just don't think because he gave it like his most like disappointing, you know, award of the year.
It sucked.
I don't. Yeah, like
I think
He
he
didn't-
just
he didn't say it
expected it
sucked,
to
but he
be
didn't like
more
it.
grandiose.
But
yeah.
yeah, because of World of Goo, he thought it would be like better and more expansive.
Yeah,
But
it's not what I wanted from those developers either. After World of Goo.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's a setup before a game, if that makes sense. Because at the end, you're just like, oh. And you think, like, they could turn this into so much more. And it just makes me excited to see what they're going to do with the IP. And, like, maybe they're going to do something with it. I mean, it would be fine if they didn't, but they could really, you know, take it some really cool places with the art direction they had, the writing they have. I mean, like they could do at one point it becomes kind of like a point and click adventure, and like they have the talent and the art direction to do that because I don't know, I just found myself enjoying it all the way through, and again maybe it was just this type of style I like, but I would definitely recommend it.
you're drawing at the moment, are you?
Hee hee hee.
Because I can hear that coming through Skype.
Our background music is just
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Background music.
But anyways,
I'm
so
drawing
other
flowers.
games I've
Yeah,
been playing.
like
All right.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 3 I started. I got that over the holidays and finally I've been sinking some time into it. And I think I like it. But,
Yeah.
like I'm a huge sucker for the whole science fiction aspect of it, as well as like the alternate history. It's kind of, I don't know, Dan Brownish, I guess. But as it gets closer and closer to modern day, I think it's kind of sliding less from Dan Brown and Da Vinci Code kind of stuff to, I don't know, like what was that the Nicolas Cage movie? really bad
National
one.
Treasure.
The treasure
National
one.
Treasure. There we go. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
I
like
saw that movie in theaters. It was worst decision ever.
I love that
Yeah,
movie. Fuck you
it's-
guys.
but yeah, it's kind of maybe becoming a bit of a parody of itself. I'm only like maybe halfway through the game though, so hopefully it gets better.
Well,
But-
have you guys seen the movie Sahara with Matthew McConaughey?
I have
No.
not.
That movie's kind of similar to National Treasure, and I like that movie, but if anyone's seen it, they're probably going to be like, you have no taste in anything, but that might be true. But I understand. But you play as my people, Native Americans. I was so excited. I don't know, for Connor's art design, to me, he looked more like African American than Native American. I don't know if that was just me, but
Racist.
no. but okay.
Casual
I'm looking
racist.
at a picture
I've
of
got
him.
a similar thing going with the Connor. That's actually my real name, so I was like, oh, it's a person. The main character of the game is named after me, so that's why I immediately jumped on that ship.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
I,
any main character.
I got it, and then I took it back and got Far Cry 3.
Is Far Cry
Yeah.
3 any good?
Far Cry 3
I
is
love
amazing.
Far Cry 3. It was my game of the year.
It's a great game, just the character
I don't care about the story anyways.
characters
I
aren't great
fight
apart
tigers.
from Bass.
The main character is like this really big pussy, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to kill people." Like,
Not by the
you
end.
know, like, "Oh, such a moral thing," and then he's just like burning people in like 2 more missions. So it's just
Yeah, he's burning like fuck tons of drugs and people and dogs and shit.
Yeah, he's supposed
the
to
space of, like,
transition
3
into
missions.
like a murdering machine. The problem is he transitions in literally 3 seconds
Huh.
from
Well,
I don't
as
want
one
to kill
does.
anyone to rocket launcher.
And the other game that I actually just played earlier today, what's it called? It's called Crystal Warrior, which is some a Twine game that Twine is like it's kind of like Game Maker, but for choose your own adventure text things. But it was a game about you play as Kesha fighting some like arch nemesis with like insane weird futuristic cyberpunk / fantasy stuff. So just a super bizarre game, but I wrote
Kesha,
down
the artist.
yeah, the music person. But I wrote down
man.
this from the game. It's
Oh.
crystals
I gotta
litter
play
the
this.
floor, direct hit to your shard armor. It is against the pact to conduct warfare during concerts. No ordinary hater did this.
Give me a link to this. Where the fuck?
Wow.
yeah,
we need to do this.
we can put a
Yeah,
link
this
in the
is-
description here.
Yeah.
This is getting
Oh
bought.
god, we gotta remember that.
I
Alright.
got another one is your elite bodyguards are undone. It wasn't just an energy attack. Whoever did this had chrono magic. The time
Chrono
bomb
ma- oh
didn't
my
kill
God.
them. It scattered them to distant, lonely worlds of time, temporal backwaters. They could be the kid you meet on the street, the old woman hobbling through your garden. Just like super bizarre stuff considering it's Kesha, but it was really good. So I highly recommend if you've got like
You
15
enjoyed it?
minutes. Yeah, it was a good like 15 minutes.
Sounds fucking crazy.
It is.
If you like descriptions like that, go to Dota 2, and the character descriptions are amazing. They're like these super interesting stories, and it's just little like bios on the characters, and I'm just like, oh, I understand what
better.
she says now. But yeah, Dota 2. Oh, it's sneaking in conversation because I'm a tool.
Well,
Anyways, I found the link for the game, so we can put that in the video description there.
Alright, yeah.
do that.
good.
Just post it in the chat. Tell Average Guy to put that in the description.
I'll
He's
put it in the
one doing
document.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And yeah, the other thing is Planet Side 2 I just started, but I haven't figured out the game yet. I'm just kind of like wandering around looking at all the dogfights.
TV has videos on that, like tell you how to play. So watch those.
That might be something worth doing. But
Maybe as in Total Biscuit.
As in Total Biscuit, the
Oh.
one and only.
I don't watch him, but
yeah,
Well,
I find
you're
it
casual.
kind of hard to stomach a lot of the time, but
The Planet Side 2 videos are really informative.
yeah, definitely need to.
it's just his audience that throws me off. But like any type of really intense fan base really scares me. Like it like genuinely frightens me, and I've never been a fangirl of anything except like video games in general. So I don't know.
YouTube audiences in general are kind of terrifying. I guess us aside, or us included, maybe, I don't know.
Okay,
But yeah,
Charlie.
that's pretty much all I played.
Cheese. What
Alright.
Host.
did Cheese play?
Well,
Did he say?
I haven't actually played much at
Oh.
all this week because I've had like exams and school and stuff. But what I
Casual.
did play was casual schoolgoer. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I did play Binding of Isaac and a little bit of Natural Selection 2, which I haven't talked about yet. But I don't know what to really talk about because it did win Northernline's Windy for best multiplayer of 2012, and it's definitely brilliant, and the community can be at times like absolutely amazing. Like Ultimies from the chat,
Steam chat.
yeah, from the Steam chat, is probably gonna be on next week. But he told me about like he went into a game and the Marines had a hacker. So 3 of the Marines trapped this hacker and wouldn't let him go until he left.
Well, that's a shitty
So,
hacker.
yeah, yeah, he couldn't just teleport away from that or anything. But
See that game?
Yeah,
I'm really bossy, if none of you have noticed. And you can be a commander, so it's like perfect for me.
Oh no, you did not do it when you don't know how to play it, do you?
You do not want to do the commander. It's like proper RTS. Like you need
Yeah,
to
unless you
learn
go,
a
like,
lot.
5
There's
hours
a
practice.
massive learning
I
curve.
Yeah,
play
no.
Dota too, bro. I know a lot. I'm smart.
Oh yeah, that's an RTS, right?
Yeah, because that's gonna help you when you're trying to control aliens.
Hey guys, how to use my
and-
ult?
In Northern Lions, like a windy thing, that's actually the first I had seen of the game, but he didn't show any of the RTS stuff. Does it actually like zoom all the way out? If you're in
It's
the...
basically
Yeah,
like,
it's zoomed all the way out. It's top-down view.
Oh, that's cool.
I am like a commander when I play laser tag. Does that count? And I get a bunch of people together, and I'm like, go over there, get more people. It's really
Have
sad.
you win a lot?
I'm a really big loser. I don't have friends.
When you play laser tag, talk strat.
Laser tag, are you 12? Casual?
Fucking casual.
I have never been shot with a paintball, but I played paintball like 5 times. I'm a pretty good shot with it. I've just never been shot with one.
Keep getting shot in the hand with paintball. The
We're
worst.
shot like right in the nose.
Ow, were you wearing
Get shot in...
goggles?
Yeah, it fell off.
Oh.
Did not work.
Yeah,
at
I've
all.
heard when you get hit by paintballs, which haven't exploded, like
Oh.
Yep.
which don't disperse,
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
hurts and stuff.
Yeah, I had
Just
some
pick
bad bruises.
dried ones up off the ground and put them in their hopper or whatever. Sucks.
You're just like, oh, I need more ammo. Yeah, I played a paintball dodgeball where you can't go and cover. That was fun and dangerous, and I probably shouldn't have done that at camp, but you know, YOLO. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh,
back to video games.
YOLO, shoot
only
paint at each
fucking
other.
casuals say that, Jesus.
YOLO,
Yeah,
shout out
casuals.
to Rooster Teeth, Ray. Throwing red roses everywhere.
Yeah, Ray started that, right?
Yes,
That was
that's
him.
the only reason why I
Wasn't
say YOLO.
Drake. Okay.
No one gets my game references, and no one will ever love
I
me.
do. I just don't support them.
Rooster Teeth?
Yes. Anyways, we're moving on.
Yes,
News.
gaming news. Shall we start gaming news?
We should start it. Charlie.
Alright.
Alright, Pokemon X and Y announced.
Pokemon. You guys like Pokemon?
So
Entei all the
from
way.
what I believe I've read and seen, this is like 3D out for the 3DS about, and it's got like all 3D models of Pokemon, and it's all in 3D and everything. It looks quite good, but yeah, I'm not gonna get it because I don't have a 3DS.
Yeah,
Neither
I
do
haven't
I.
played Pokemon since Red and Blue, so I guess this might get me back
really?
into it, but I'm doubtful.
I like.
You have 3DS?
No, actually.
Oh.
I'm
You,
on
Luna?
the fence of maybe getting one, but
I want Mario Kart 7.
I don't know. I think if anything was gonna make me buy a 3DS, it would be a 3D Pokemon game. But
Here it is.
What?
Here it is.
Yeah, here it is. But like my problem with this, like if it was like the original, like going back to Fire Red and Leaf Green stuff like that,
Mhm.
if it was all the original Pokemon, like the original Kanto, I might buy it. But because it's like the newest generation, Generation 6.
I don't even know what
Or
the fuck there
Pokemon.
is. There's just like weird ones that look like they just put a bunch of
Fucking-
metal together, and I'm like,
Those are awesome.
732 Pokemon, or I don't know what.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's like over 700. Like 300 was enough, but
Oh
Okay.
I
man.
wish
Alright.
when I was little, my dream was to own all of the legendary Pokemon, and I was just like, there, I'm done. I would win every single time. There was this really sad moment.
Yeah.
My friends and I were on vacation up in Flagstaff, and we were so bored, we just organized my Pokemon card collection. This happened like a year ago, so like two 15-year-old girls, instead of going out and like partying or doing something actually cool, like flirting with boys, quotation marks, we organized Pokemon cards by color and type.
Man, Pokemon's for casuals. I play Yu-Gi-Oh.
We have a card game club at our school, and they play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. I don't
man.
understand it.
Holy
but
crap.
Why would you play anything except Magic?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I stopped after Magic. I didn't get onto the Pokemon or the Digimon or any of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Card
never
game trends.
collected the Pokemon cards, but I've seen like almost every episode of the anime series.
When I was
It's,
younger,
like, just that awesome.
I had the cards. I didn't play. I just thought the cards were cool, so I bought them.
Exactly, that's what I did. Well, I think my big brother played them, but then it was like the torch
no.
was passed down, and like I got them then.
I must be casual.
Just your face. My brother can beat you at any video game.
I
And
feel
you?
like
Yeah, I'm
any
sure.
card games are more intense than video games. You gotta have like a good nerd pedigree to get into the
Yeah,
Magic or Pokemon
definitely
cards.
like Magic and stuff.
I
Yeah.
have tried to. My mom's like, Allie, you're not a nerd. I'm like, Mom, I play video games. I play Magic the Gathering. I read comic books. Like, I'm a goner. I'm a fallen soldier to the dark side of nerddom.
Because like our mothers and stuff are playing video games now with iPhones and all that stuff, so you gotta.
My mom
Dig
plays
deeper.
like Scrabble.
Quotation marks video games.
Yeah, they count. They're casual, but they're still video games.
I don't know. Are they? What are they playing? I
Uh-huh.
don't know. I don't think that. Never mind.
We'll discuss that later. Anyway, so Pokemon, everyone's kind of iffy about it.
No, everyone loves it, but none of us play Pokemon.
Yeah, everyone loves it. I just don't want to get a 3DS just for these new retarded-looking Pokemon
Yeah.
that we have here.
Have you guys seen those
Like
sweet?
the 3 new starters just look absolutely stupid. There's
Those are better than
like
the last
a
one.
frog, I don't even know
Well,
what the
seal
fuck
is
that
a
is.
seal. I mean,
Seals or seals?
Yeah, seal's a seal, but seal's awesome because seal.
and
is
Goldeen
seal.
is just
Seal
the
is
most
from
useless
the first
Pokemon
gen.
ever.
What is
Goldeen,
Goldeen?
especially in Super Smash
Goldeen
Bros.
could fucking hit like a ton of bricks.
Oh yeah.
Like if you got like Horn Drill on that bitch, could go through anything.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Pokemon.
Have you guys seen those awesome DeviantArt or Divine Art? I don't know how to say it, but YOLO. I'm gonna say that so much just to annoy you guys. Those like awesome 3D renderings of how Pokemon would look like and how creepy they look. Like Mewtwo looks so deformed and awesome, and like Charizard looks, oh, he looks awesome.
I saw the
Looks
one that the
so
one guy did at
deformed
the
and
Poke Center,
awesome.
but I haven't seen any of actual Pokemon.
We'll have to link them. We'll have to.
Google image search. Go.
Yay!
Here they are.
Okay, are we gonna go to?
Alright, next story.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nvidia's Project Shield has been announced.
Yes.
I actually don't know about this one, so
It's
uh,
basically a handheld that's pretty beefy, if I'm correct. I can't
Sounds
remember what
sexual.
the chipset it is. But I
It's
can't remember
a
what the chipset is, but it can play
Tegra
most Steam
4.
games. Yeah.
So- There's been a ton of these. There's like Project Shield. There's
The Razer Edge.
yeah. There's another one. What's it called? I wrote it down here somewhere. Game Stick. It's kind of like more on the Ouya side, but it's just essentially it's a game thing and a USB stick.
Oh,
that
I've
you
seen that.
Stick into your.
Alright.
thing with-
Project Shield has a 5-inch 720p HD display.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You guys have not described
So-
what it is. So, for layman's terms, what
Oh,
It
is.
is an Xbox controller. With a
We'll
5-inch
be
screen
linking
on it.
all the articles in the description anyway if you want to check them out.
Exactly, but let's explain to the two
It's
of our
a-
audience.
It's a portable game system that you can run Steam through.
Thank you.
So it's like a really giant 360 controller with a screen that flips up.
Yes,
Okay.
that is what I am looking.
Yeah. So it seems kind of like a kind of weird niche thing, but it seems just that because Sony and PlayStation are taking too long to come out with the Xbox 720 or the PS4 or what have you, we're just getting like a ton of these other weird, crazy things that are trying to fill in the gap.
Yeah, Android consoles.
Do you guys think that the main companies should stay to making consoles, or do you think the little guys should start doing it? Or do you think, like, no, like Sony
No,
and Xbox should be the
A
ones
good
to
console
make?
costs a lot of money. I'd rather have the billionaires make them
Yeah,
than like open source.
well, a big
Open
thing
source sucks.
about consoles, versus PC gaming is that consoles are regularized and, like, you're playing against the same person. Like, you're not playing like $1,000 computer against a $3,000 computer kind of thing. So I think if we get into like the indie gaming, I don't want it to become like that, because I kind of like the equality of console gaming and how I can just like I can play whatever games that I can on this console, because it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of shitty when you're like, oh, I want to play Dota or Crisis or Binding of Isaac or Don't Starve, and you're like, oh, my shitty computer won't run it, it will
I
crash.
just named all like low-res games.
Yeah. The other
Except
side
for
of that, though, is that with like the 360 or any of the closed consoles, Microsoft or Sony or whoever is ultimately in charge of what games get released. So with
true.
the PC thing, you're more open-ended on the developer side, so you can release zany games that you made in your basement or whatever, and you don't have to go through
Oh yeah,
Sony
just
or
like look
Microsoft
at
or even
this.
Steam. You can just kind of
Yeah.
plunk it up there, whereas you kind of can't with 360. So you just
Exactly.
get like 4 Call of Duties in a row that are all the same kind of a thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
Xbox, they're indie and not Steam, Sony's indie. They're getting better, like, definitely. I mean, they're not.
It's still never going to be good at like
Well,
PC
yeah, I
idea,
mean,
obviously.
there's still gonna be those crappy dating sims and like zombie, cart things and tower games, but
Tower games.
or
But
whatever
you're
they're
not
called.
allowed to release a game for free. So
Mhm.
if, like you have to charge money for it, and in that case, it has to be worth charging for. So you can't have like the weird Twine
yeah.
game that I linked to kind of thing. So I feel like having too closed of a system, I think, is not as good. I'd rather just consoles kind of fade away and more people just go to the PC side.
Yeah, there's definitely
PCs are
pros
too
and
expensive right
cons
now
for
still for me.
It
To say that they should be replaced.
Yeah, I mean, consoles are a lot easier for the average quotation marks gamer and someone who isn't as into it or as dedicated. It's a lot
Yeah.
easier.
You go buy an Xbox, $250 or whatever, plug in the TV and play Call of Duty. But if you want to do that on a PC, you gotta maybe build a gaming PC or order
I'm kind
one.
of
and
liking the
those are
Steam
kinda
box
weird.
thing that may or may not actually happen. Seems like
I
it's
am
like
very
a good
interested in that.
mix of both.
Yeah, it looks like a simplified PC kinda.
Yeah, you just
And
like
that's
go
good
out
for
and
me, 'cause-
like buy it for $250 or whatever, and it's done. You
Yeah,
just
once
kind
it
of
goes.
plug it in
Plug
and
it
play,
in.
but you could still
Mhm.
install Windows and play Binding of Isaac or whatever on it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's something I would get definitely.
Do you guys see yourself supporting these smaller console makers or,
Not yet.
PC extenders almost, extra peripherals? Do you see yourself supporting that with your own money, or do you guys think, like, what are your
I don't-
guys' opinions about it?
I mean, I think I'm just gonna stick to PC gaming.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
I don't really. If you have a good computer, there's no really like drive for you to get one of these console PC extensions, as you say.
yeah. I'm more interested in
um,
getting a good PC instead of a NuUU or whatever.
the Ouya I think could
Yeah.
be maybe good for kind of like a party game kind of thing, because then you can have 4 people playing on the one TV. So the local multiplayer thing would be nice, which
Yeah.
PCs aren't really great at. But aside from that, yeah, probably just gonna stick with the PC.
Yep, we're all PC elitists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's say I
kind
PC
of
Master Race.
I'm kind of on both
The-
sides because I see the pros and cons of each, and I don't know, like most people don't start on PCs. I mean,
Yeah, I started on PlayStation 3. Then I moved up to computer because that's terrible.
and like people, you hear people. I started on GameCube, and people started on SNES. They started on N64. Like console is kind of like a baby step, and then the bigger step, like PCs. I don't know if this will stay forever, but PCs are kind of for more dedicated, more.
Yeah, like we're
Well, I
doing
think,
a podcast about games. We obviously spend way too much time
Yeah.
and effort on these things.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm building my own PC or anything. I'm not a loser. Meh.
Casual.
But,
Anyway.
Yeah.
I understand the draw for the consoles for just kind of like plug and play for half an hour after work or school or whatever.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think consoles, like, if they're smart, they will realize that, like, PCs are taking over, like, gaming, like, slowly but surely.
I don't think
And
it'll
then,
ever take over
they
completely.
try to.
Yeah, I don't think so either,
Well-
just because of the younger crowd.
Not even the younger crowd, just the more casual,
Yeah, but
I guess.
I think
crowd.
they should still make it, like, compatible with games and still make them and make games for them. But I think, like, if they make them more, like, focused
Entertainment
on
systems?
an entertainment system,
Mhm.
say,
I
like,
think that the only reason why they're lagging behind is just because they haven't released anything in like 7 years now. So the moment the 720 comes out, PC gaming is going to be like shunted to the back burner again, I think.
That is true.
yeah, but when they actually make, like, moddable consoles with moddable games on it, then
Never.
they'll be, like, a real contender for PC. Because that's something that makes me stick to PC, is that I can, like, mod my games, make them more interesting after they've gone a bit dull.
Mhm.
So that's what I
Do you
think.
guys think we will ever get rid of physical discs and just go straight to like cloud storage and straight download content? Downloadable.
Yeah, probably after the generation after this one.
That's what I was thinking.
This next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, probably one day we're not gonna have a tray to click in our games, and we won't have to worry about scratched games or broken games or stuff like that, which is really weird to think about. Just
My computer
The
already.
whole idea of go ahead.
Sorry, my computer already doesn't have an optical drive in it at all, and Steam already is completely digital. So I think it's just a matter of time before consoles do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like the switch from like VHS to DVD and cartridges. Cartridge. I don't speak English.
Cartridges.
Thank you.
Cartridges. Fucking casual.
Yeah. Totes. Well, I never had to use them because I was a GameCube kid. I wasn't an N64 kid. Time Splitters 2 for the win. Shout out. But
Shout out.
did anyone else play that game, or was that just something that I played as a kid?
No,
Time
everyone
Splitters
loves
too?
Time Splitters. Yeah.
Okay,
That game is
good.
the best.
Because when I mentioned that game, some people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Firefight? No one? Virus? You green flames? No?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll just go die. I'll just die." I love that game so much. I could talk about that game forever. But everyone has that one game they're just obnoxiously good at. I took.
All right. Is that this topic over? Anything else to say?
Is there anything else on the news?
Oh, there's one more
Anything
news
else
story.
about the consoles before we move on?
Are you guys looking forward to the new consoles? Do you think?
The next generation?
Yeah. Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
think we
obviously.
need an update?
I think they should be, like, interesting, like, to see what they've done, and it'll be interesting to see. But
I'm
I
buying
don't think
one.
I'll get one.
I'm in the same boat.
I don't know.
I'm a
like,
console bag.
I'm pretty cautious just because I don't know. I guess I'm part of the internet who doesn't like change. No one likes change.
All of it?
We fear change.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just cautious, and I don't know. I don't want I'm just not excited for there's going to be a whole new like PlayStation fanboys and Xbox fanboys. It's gonna be like a next generation, and I'm just gonna be like, why
And
can't
console wars have been a thing forever.
I know, and
Yeah,
I'm just
they'll
not
flare
excited
back. Even before,
about
though.
it. It's just gonna be like lots of arguing over the internet, and then it's never gonna settle down ever. But that's the internet, just arguing over pointless things. Anyway, we can continue to the next
Right.
segment, or next story.
Yeah, alright, so the next segment,
Story.
this is David Cage saying that sequels kill creativity.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
believe
interesting.
that.
Eh,
In,
Kinda. I
think
kinda
too
believe it.
many sequels do.
in some situations.
I think it's kind of a symptom of a larger problem. Not so much that sequels kill creativity, but like the sequels are all huge AAA productions, and it's just a thing. Like if you're spending millions of dollars in production costs and giving a couple hundred people a job, you can't afford to take chances with that huge sum of money. So the safest thing is go with what works. So I think it's more just big, lavish AAA games are killing creativity.
Also,
Yeah.
I think, because I think sequels to me are an opportunity to spread on a story or give a new gimmick to a game or to try something new. Like, that's, I guess, just the positive in me. But I think when people are not planning to extend a story and then they get a lot of positive feedback and money and people want another sequel, then the people are kind of rushing and trying to. And as you said, the more people, the more hands in the pot, the more messier it makes, and you don't have that control over it, and it really kind of depends on the situation. But I don't think all sequels kill creativity. I mean, some sequels are better than the original.
Yeah, but they don't really change
What I
much,
always
most
find-
sequels.
It's like the first game is like either good or bad, and then the second game can improve, and then anything after that is just garbage. That's what I find with most games, with how they happen.
I
Halo
kind of
1,
agree
2,
with
3.
what he said. I think that games do get into like a rut if they go after more than maybe 2 or 3 games where it's same thing. But on the other hand, I do like sequels. I play most of the sequels. So
If more for nostalgia than anything.
he's right, but I like the same thing over and over sometimes. And that's what I want, more of the same sometimes.
Yeah,
But I know I probably shouldn't.
Well,
Yeah,
people have like a big problem with new Super Mario Brothers. Like they're like, oh, it doesn't change and everything. And it's like, that's okay. Like, that was the first Mario game I've ever played, and other than like Mario Kart, but first Mario platformer for Wii, and I was just like, this is awesome. Maybe I'm biased because it was the first platformer, but I don't like. Lack of change isn't necessarily bad, and with updated graphics and updated enemies and stuff like that, I can understand why some people won't like it. But I mean, it's not bad, it's just not great. But
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of a thing.
yeah,
I don't know. I think what he's saying is, it just you're not seeing a lot of new IP, and that's his problem. Like with modern gaming,
well,
it's just same thing, copy of that thing, same
well,
thing.
that's how it is in the movie industry too, and it's just as we go on as a society, I mean, we're kind of running out of ideas, and with the plethora of remakes and movie adaptations of books and plays and everything, it's just hard to get new content out. I mean, Avatar was Pocahontas with blue people. That's just kind of how it is, and I don't know. I don't necessarily think sequels kill creativity, like not a whole, but it's a depend on, case basis.
We're perfectly capable of killing creativity without sequels.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yes, we are quite.
We'll just copy them. Same
Assassin's
thing.
Creed 1
Exactly.
over and over and over again.
That's all we need.
Yup.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed is a good, I think, example of that. Same game,
Yeah, well-
different story.
Yeah, apart from Revelations, which was terrible.
I liked Revelations.
It was okay.
I don't think it's good as any of the others. Like Brotherhood 2 and I haven't played 3 yet, so I can't make a comment on that. Were both better than Revelation. Purely because of that one like little RTS thing
Oh
Yeah,
that was
they
that
had,
was-
where you had
that
to
was-
build the barriers and never used again in
Like-
the entire game.
Yeah, there are better iPhone tower defense games than that. So that was bad.
Okay, so
That story over?
I think so. Exhausted that pretty
Uh-oh.
good.
okay. So
Alright.
Any other topics?
I started a thing last week. We're just sharing gaming stories.
Uh-huh.
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
listen to it, you might know what I was talking about. Cheesy was here and he didn't share anything because apparently being British
Yeah,
gets
I
him
did.
off the hook. Little pecker.
It does.
I'm
Um,
British
you,
now.
You just don't. You don't. Did you just call me a
Yes,
pecker?
I did.
Did you just seriously
Yes,
say
I
that?
You're a
did.
fucking
I
wanker
told you-
too.
I called you a
or
little
whatever
one,
other British
too.
Take
insults.
that.
One sec, let me Google British
Oh,
insults.
No, you didn't, bitch.
Oh,
Come at
bringing
me.
out the B word. We're getting real
Yeah.
here.
Fucking bitch cunt.
You're
Post that in the thread. If
Arsehole.
you've watched this far, bitch cunt in the thread.
Anywho,
That's 2 out of 6. by the way.
Everything more
4
vulgar than everything else.
Barmy.
okay, so just share
Blighter.
a gaming experience, something that was
Bugger.
good or bad, or made you laugh or made you frown, some
Cock up.
challenge you had. I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I'm saying. So, as the newbies, you guys get to go first.
Nutter.
Let's
What?
start
Wow.
with Teg.
Is this
Let's
like
start
a
with Teg.
Yeah,
is this gonna be a
tag
recent
story.
one, or is this just
It can be
Anything.
anything.
This can be any time.
okay? Geez, I didn't have one prepared. Can I go second?
Sure.
None of us all got a
Sure.
story, so
Go on, Sarge.
Brownie,
I
it's your
do. I'm
turn.
British.
You're not British, Brownie.
I'm British. I don't have a story, so
You're
I'm
not
British.
fucking
Brownie,
British.
I will shank you.
You don't sound British. You sound American.
I can't do British accent either. I do not have a story. I'll go fourth.
Oh, you guys are such little bitches. You guys are the definition of little bitches. Making the girl go first again. Okay, what? Okay, I might as well share my first gaming experience, which was Time Splitters 2. And I played that game religiously for like 2 years. And I had a lot of fun. Most people play, it's really weird because most people play Mario first, or they play Zelda, not Link. They play different.
Wow.
Shut your face, casual little pecker.
Hey, you're more of a casual.
I have a story,
than me.
by the way. I thought of
Fucking
one.
called it Link. And not
Okay.
Zelda.
Good job.
You can go second.
Okay.
And so I played lots of Time Splitters too, and I really enjoyed it. And I got like all my friends hooked on it, and so it was really weird because it would be like a bunch of my friends are really, really attractive, and they're like model attractive. They actually are models. So it would be like, come on everyone, after we go swimming, let's go play video games. And so it would just be like 13 girls all like arguing over controllers and playing Time Splitters and just sitting inside. And then my guy friends would come over and be like, what is life? That's pretty much like my childhood in a nutshell. And I had like much older friends because I was always the baby or just kind of used to hanging out with older people. But I'm sure I'll share an even better story later. You go, Ted.
Okay. So this happened, maybe a month ago. It was my first time playing PlanetSide 2, and I happened to hop on the internet at the exact same time that popular YouTuber X, David Rodriguez, I think his name is. But anyways, he was streaming PlanetSide 2. So I was part of an army of maybe like 100 people, all being commanded by this YouTuber. But my computer at the time couldn't run PlanetSide 2 at all, so I was going at like 5 to 10 frames a second. So all I could do was heal tanks or heal people with the medic. So I just went around as like a dedicated medic as this insane armored column or whatever was being orchestrated around a battlefield that was way bigger than any other game I have played in, I don't know, a year or two. It's a 256 player multiplayer game, so it's
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, I've never even played
So it was
one.
100 people on one stream, all being orchestrated against, I don't know what the other stream was, but it was another about 100 people on the other team also being kind of generaled around. So it was like the kind of the biggest warfare experience I had in probably ever, I think, on the PC. It was really cool. But
Honestly, it gets really intense.
yeah, so
I love those moments like that where you're like, oh.
but I was stuck at being like completely pacifist because I couldn't aim at somebody if my life depended on me. So I was just like running around with my little medic gun. It was pretty good.
Those are always good moments. Like, that was the difference between Modern Warfare and Battlefield for me, is that Battlefield made me feel like I was in an action war movie, where, like, Modern Warfare made me feel like I was playing a video game, which that's, like, perfectly fine. But while I was playing Battlefield, it was when I went 15-5, where I got 7 double kills and 1 knife. And I was playing Metro, and I was just like, I just flanked the whole enemy team. Oh, it was probably like one of my greatest gaming moments because I was just so excited and I was just like yelling and just and when I do really well in video games, I call my brother up and I like squeal and like I am talking to him and like yelling, and my brother's just like at work or like with his friends, and he just gets this call from like his super erratic ecstatic sister who's just screaming about like kill to death ratios. It's just, I am a terrible teenage girl. I should be screaming about J-Beebs, but, story of my life.
Hey, I'm screaming about Jabe.
Oh,
I
man.
thought One Direction was yours, which
Fucking
none
thanks.
of you can name all 5 guys, because you're
Jake, John, and Jake.
Harry, Niall,
Right?
Zane, Liam,
Jake,
Lewis. Fuck. I think that's
Jake?
all of them.
Wait,
There an Austin
Justin Bieber's 5
I
people
feel
now?
like there should be an Austin
What?
there.
No.
He actually cloned himself, started a band, so he can make 5
No,
times the
but
money.
One Direction's
It's for
Mad
tax
Birds.
reasons.
Oh, okay.
Yes, totally. Anyway, so the other little bitches, Brownie and Cheesy, do you guys have a story?
I have a story about how I was reported missing to the police quite recently.
Tell that story.
That sounds
Fuck
good.
Gaming stories. Tell that story.
Alright, so, basically my friend invited me over to his house because, he recently got the Wii U and he wanted somebody to play it with. So, I left the house, I shouted, like, goodbye to my mother and stuff, told her where I was going. I don't know if she heard me because she didn't reply, but,
Mothers never listen.
yeah,
That's not the
So
probe.
I went round to my mate's house, arrived around 1 o'clock, and we played Nintendo Land for about 3 hours. That game's great fun, by the way. Like especially if you have a friend to play with. But yeah, and then we took a little break after that, and then the police arrived at his door, and asked them for my name. They said my full name. And when this happened, I was like, "The fuck is going on here? What have I done?"
the coppers,
the
they
way you
found
would,
me.
like, if the police just, if the police turned up at somebody else's house, right, and asked for you,
I would just be like,
and
what?
they found you, and you'd just be thinking like, what the fuck have I
They
done?
found
They
out
know.
that I
Like,
torrented.
stuff like that. Yeah, have they found my weed or whatever?
Nintendo
But,
Land is serious shit.
Oh man, you fucking.
Yeah,
Don't
man, it's
cheat.
illegal here. We pirated it and shit. But no. So the police asked me, and then they brought me into his kitchen and said, "Your mother's very worried about you. She reported you missing to us." Like, I had been at my friend's house literally 3 hours,
Jesus.
and my mother had called the police saying I'm missing.
How far away
Um,
were you from the house?
I live like 5 minutes drive away from him.
So how did the
Nice.
police know where to go to get you?
They fucking they track him down.
Well,
He has a tracker.
because
in
They
his-
watch
wasn't-
him.
Yeah, it's embedded in his neck.
He's in the mob.
Yeah, FBI keeps an eye on him.
Yeah, the British
Put it on my
FBI.
clock.
He's totally connected to Al Qaeda. I mean, he's the next
Oh, a
Osama bin
terrorist.
Laden.
No, what they actually did is they bugged my badger I used to get to it.
Oh, and you wrote it straight there. You didn't park it a block away. Man.
Well, an
No,
explosion
it
was
was
going
right
by.
outside his house. There was a free badger park place. So
Leash them up.
I thought I'd just steal
Are
that.
badger parking spaces hard to find over there?
It can be, but mostly if you're in London.
We gotta find a place where I won't get attacked by a snake.
We don't have snakes. It's fine.
There's not. The only animals badgers.
Only
Yeah.
animal. There's no
We only have
birds or
badgers.
bees or anything.
Well, we have a badger snake, but that's about. That's
It's like the
All
human
the animals are
centipede,
different
but
versions of
badgers.
badgers.
something else.
Oh, gross.
Oh man.
They're just
Oh.
running on like a hamster wheel.
But it's a snake. It goes all the way around a wheel. And all the little legs.
Oh man, that's useful.
Wait, because in America, before you can report someone missing, it has to be a full 24 hours. So I guess it's
Not if they're a kid.
yeah. Well, for an adult, it does have to be too, doesn't it? Or oh,
No,
you
for an
said
adult,
not
it's
for a
24
kid.
hours.
Oh,
For
okay.
someone who's underage, it's,
Oh yeah,
I don't
jeez,
know. I can't
he's
remember.
he's a little sprout.
he's 13, right?
He's a
right?
wee one. He's 7.
15.
13?
Fuck you.
12?
Shut. Now you are my sister. She always calls me 7. I'm pointing at my computer screen. I have no idea why. I'll
Anger!
stop that now. Anger, frustration.
And the funny thing is, I'm not even a year older than him. I'm like 9 months. And I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
I'm holding these.
She's like literally 8 months older.
I'm gonna
than me,
hold
and
these-
she's so fucking
Yes.
patronizing about it.
I'm gonna hold these 8 months over you.
Cunt, cunt.
Oh, that's 3.
We need
Yep.
3 more.
3 more. 3 more. Fit 'em in.
Brownie, what is your story?
Cunt, cunt, cunt.
I guess I can tell a story about gaming. The time I stayed up for the most time in one go was like 40 hours.
Pretty good.
And for most of that 40 hours, I was playing Path of Exile.
I don't even know what game that is.
It's like Diablo.
Oh.
It's
What's
it's basically
Diablo?
Diablo 2,
No, just
except
kidding, I know.
modern. And so I started that, and I basically started The Witch. And like a while later, my mom's like, "It's 2 in the morning. Are you gonna go to bed?" And I was like, "No." I kept playing, and then she's like, "It's 8 in the morning. Have you gone to bed?"
No.
No. And yeah, I got to the point after a while that I
Why did I cast a spell? Who did this? There's a ghost in my house.
Well, I guess after you've been awake
Yeah,
for a certain amount of
people-
time, it's like, oh, I gotta just keep on going, see how long I can.
I stay up like way too long a lot. So there's a point where you get tired, but then after like an hour, you get over it.
You just
You
like
can
fight
go another
through
5
it.
hours. Yeah, but after like 40 hours, tired. Like I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, only time I've done
Oh!
stuff like that
Path of
is
Exile,
when
though.
I've had like school or something unpleasant to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have insomnia, as most of you guys know, and I have to take like medicine to get myself to sleep and stay asleep. So like the longest I've probably stayed up is 3 days.
Oh, jeez.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and for those 3 days, I think I was like, I just kind of gave up on doing anything, and like I would try to sleep, but like I just couldn't go to sleep, so I was like, I'll just watch a BioShock Let's Play. So I just watched that.
Yeah, I've had times where I could only get sleep for like not very long because I had big blisters all over my back because I gotten burnt, and so I went maybe 3 days with like sleeping like sitting up because I couldn't lay down. So I've gone like not very much sleep for 3 days,
Oh
but
god, yeah, like when I got hit by a cat. Sorry, I mean badger.
Badger Cat.
Yeah, I could hardly move for like 3 days.
You got hit
and
by
it
a
was
badger?
too painful.
Yeah,
I
like
got
someone
hit
just
by a
threw it at
badger.
him.
Someone
yeah.
didn't leash it up properly.
It's quite common.
The badger
really.
parking.
No,
Mhm.
like seriously,
Yeah.
we're gonna use Badger as car, but just what happened in your?
Well, thanks for explaining the joke, you fucking cat.
Welcome to Loon Explains the Joke.
I don't care. I want to know about your. You got hit by a car.
Yeah, I got hit by a car when I was 11
What?
because I'm an idiot and I didn't look.
Were you
or
chasing a
something.
ball?
Yeah, I was chasing a football and not the gay American shit.
Whatever it's called.
We have one. I love how last week's podcast where like the American accent was the minority and now the accent is a majority. Oh, I forgot to mention, Average Guy on the forums and in Steam chat.
Oh yeah,
He
shout out to Joe.
made
Shout out
an
to Joe.
awesome background for.
Fucking Joe.
Yeah, he's the one doing all the channel stuff. He made the background. And...
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
So instead of
just-
so instead of saying whatever phrase Cheesy told you to later, tell him thank you, because he's really helped us out and he's been a really big contributor to this whole thing. We've had like a lot of really awesome people helping out like behind the scenes and
Yeah,
stuff.
we've had Sarge here helping out with all the getting the news stories.
Yeah.
Even though that was Triggs.
We've had-
Oh, also we're gonna call out Triggs for not freaking.
He's on now. He just got on like
Yeah,
30 minutes
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Triggs
If you
is
don't know.
online, but he's
Triggs was supposed to
fuck
be
you,
here
Triggs.
today.
You
You're a
scum,
cunt.
you casual scum. He was
But,
supposed to be on this week,
he
but
wasn't.
he didn't.
So-
And good guy Cheesy stepped
Yeah,
up, so you
It's
know.
like what,
So I'm
12
here.
a.m.
clap
now?
Hello.
for him.
fucking gangster.
Also, one more segment that I wanted to add, Triggs and I wanted to add, any personal projects you guys are working on. Anything that you're doing, like, I'm working on a Dota 2 beginner's guide and a video game themed Etsy shop. So that's just something I'm doing,
That's pretty
and
cool.
oh crap, I don't have the list of my stuff, but I'm having stuff from Binding of Isaac, Portal, Dota, Team Fortress, basically just the game, Minecraft, main games, stuff for boys and girls, this isn't like a really thing, go to my store, because it's not even up yet. This is just, I'm
In the
doing
works.
this. And yeah, I really like doing crafts and doing stuff with clay
Drawing.
and drawing and stuff, as you guys know and probably have heard me drawing. And I've covered this poor
Yeah.
piece of paper just with like bunnies and vines and roses, and it's just terrible. But I've been doing that and the Dota 2 beginner guide. I'm hoping to just get like more people to play Dota, because it took a while for me to even understand what like casters were saying and like what NL was saying when
Yeah,
he
it's
was
got a
playing. I
pretty
was just
steep
like
learning curve.
an yeah, I was like an ulti. What? Like I was super confused. So
Yeah, I haven't even attempted watching any of anybody's like Dota stuff.
Purge
Yeah.
Gamers, just a little shout out to that. I am no way connected to it because he doesn't even know it exists, but he has helped me out a lot. I've used his resources a lot to make the Dota 2 guide, and he has a lot of really good things to get into Dota 2 and some really good commentaries and videos and blog posts and stuff like that. But are you guys working on anything video game related, or just in your life anything art or
I'm
stuff like
hoping to
that?
get my Let's Play channel back into full gear. I've kind of let go of it for the past couple months just because of the holidays, but
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Cool Cats
Okay,
tab.
good.
With
I was
700
gonna
other
say-
people.
The
I
channel.
was gonna say we
well,
better
yeah,
link
I'm
you.
on the SPC channel thing.
So yeah, we'll link him. We'll link him down below, and if you're too lazy to do that, just go to the channel
Yep.
page.
I'm the
and he's
David
on
Bowie
Cool
picture.
Cats tab.
Also, Joe Average Guy,
Oh, yeah.
he
Yeah,
put
fuck
the
yeah.
actual picture of David Bowie that my avatar is based off of on the channel thing, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to see that if you have a good monitor,
Zoom
and if you
out.
don't, then you just have to scroll
Yeah.
up.
So, and I'm also starting
And-
to work on actually building a video game, but that's many moons away from being completed. So
Dude, if you need any art design, this person's here.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, Brownie. Yeah, that's who I was talking about too.
I guess I am also working on a game development. I'm learning HTML5 to make web games because fuck Flash.
yeah, I'm using.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pissed
That'll
off
be
5
fun to
people.
see how that turns
You
out.
need to learn how to type though, because aren't you having
I c-
big troubles with that? Because you just.
Yeah, I only type with 2 fingers,
What is your problem? Did you guys?
like a raptor. So I do need to fix that.
I imagine
although-
like a T-Rex behind the computer, just like typing.
My father also programs, and he types with 2 fingers, but he can do it way better.
Did you guys like not have middle school computer classes? Because
Yeah, I did. I just cheated.
are you serious? We had like those covers over our keyboard, so we couldn't. I type so fast. But that's also just because I have no life, and I text really fast, and I can, like, text without looking, and it's just really sad. I send over probably, like, 1,000 text messages a day.
You are my sister.
I have
So yeah,
sent
middle school typing class all the way.
2 texts this week.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I
Oh,
that's
don't
where it's
get
at.
Hunt and Peck.
The
cool
fuck
kids
is
hang
middle
out.
school anyway?
I
I live in
grade
Brighton.
6 to
Middle
8
school
for
isn't
me.
a thing.
It's yeah, for us
That's
too.
7 till 9. Alright
You
then.
just put all the
That's years. for
like
Britain.
preteens in one building and lock them away from the rest of society until they're done.
For 2 years.
Actually, that sounds like the only smart thing America has ever
Yeah,
done.
not at my high school. No.
1 of 3.
Yeah, no.
I do not know what the other 2
What-
are.
what
I
are
can't
the
think
other
of
2?
anything funny.
Cheesy, are
Uh,
you doing anything? Any projects or?
No, I'm probably gonna start doing game reviews on a channel I haven't made yet. So I've written up a Binding of Isaac one, but haven't got around to recording that yet.
Good.
Oh man, but I've never heard of that game.
Yeah,
I
what-
can't wait for your review.
What's the score out of 69?
69.
3 cons out of 69.
Okay, also, I just want to say to any of the listeners, if you guys don't know about our thread in the Saving Progress forums, go check it out, and if you would like to come on the show,
Link also down in the description.
indeed it
Yeah, if you
is.
want to be on the podcast,
Yeah,
go
if you
post
want to
there.
be on the podcast.
Yeah, if you want to be on the podcast, me and Brownie or Sarge have got a little Google document going where we've listed everybody who wants.
There are a lot of potential people, so you may not get on for a while. But you want to get everyone in
Yes,
the community on eventually, maybe.
We have got about 8
8 people? Yeah.
people on there at the moment,
And
and we're having 2
I can get 2
people
on
on
a
a
the
week.
week,
only
yeah.
requirements are you have a decent enough mic, and
Not 12.
yeah, that one. It,
yeah,
cheesy.
and you've actually hit puberty, so
Cheesy's
your voice is
7,
okay to
and
listen to.
we just kind of deal with him. That's why he's on. So
Cheese is like
Yeah,
a
and this is a casual.
25
We don't
one
let
at a
any
time.
other casuals on.
7-year-old body.
Right.
and I'm
Only one
only
at a time, we
allowed
can't handle
on
it.
because
Servers
I'm a
can't handle it.
girl. I'm a girl. Oh, I need to do my racist Chinese accent.
Oh no.
Oh god, yes.
Oh yeah, we
It's not even that
in.
good, but
Alright.
you guys have built it up. Okay,
Oh, I'm
I
scared.
haven't done this in a while.
come on.
Okay,
Get hyped. Get hyped.
it did get hyped. I don't know why, and I'm like one of the least racist people because I'm like the peacemaker in every single chat because I don't like people to be angry. Okay, how are we gonna do this?
Right.
Okay.
Go.
Say shameful display, and then I have dishonored my family.
I
Do
will
it.
I will just say what I used to say. Like when I would call people up. And I did this when I was like 8, okay? So imagine a lot shorter and chubbier kid.
Same voice.
God, don't make me horny.
Oh man.
Gross.
Pedophilia. Show.
Why do
Hey, I'm
you
7.
and Madbird
Oh, that's true.
are always take this podcast in such a dark direction? One direction. Little I hate myself. Anyway, okay. Oh, this is Kokomi Kitchen. How may I take your order? Oh, no orange chicken. No. Oh, I can't do it right.
And it's okay.
Fine.
All the
Can't put this
racism and
bread.
sexism out of us in the little section. I think we're good.
Okay, good.
Oh my
But
God.
it used to be
Okay.
so much better, and I used to go on for I used to talk for hours in this accent, and I was a terrible kid. I was just a terrible
down on
kid.
that one.
I'm sure it was quite anticlimactic. I don't speak English. I'm
We're all
Chinese.
disappointed.
0 out of 69.
Yeah,
It's great.
exactly. Anything else we should
Alright.
mention?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got all
I think that's
everything I
about
wanted
it.
out of me.
It's about hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a podcast. We just made one.
Hooray!
Yeah,
we made it.
Congratulations,
podcast.
everyone.
It's alright.
I'm a
Oh yeah, we did it. I don't know.
Alright,
for
Probably
yeah.
stamina.
sucks, but that's alright.
Yeah, it sucked like
It'll
last
be
one.
a slow going until
Yeah.
we meet up with the real saving progress. God damn it!
Yeah.
Well, we've got Green on next week. I
I'm
think.
Oh yeah,
to
we're
talk.
moving up.
There's going to be
I was tweeting him earlier, and he said he'll be on.
there's
so.
going to be a lot more accents next week, so all those accent lovers
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
There-
There'll be me, Madbird, Ultimes, and Green, I believe.
So yeah, that's 2 accents if you're American.
There's gonna be it's gonna be a sausage fest, so Luna's not gonna be on. I'm not gonna be
You like
on.
dicks?
Yeah, Luna's
What's
not
the
going
next
to be
one?
on, so leave your wanking glove at home.
Yeah, because that's
Is that
my
what
job here.
English
Well,
people
they're
have winking
fancy,
gloves?
so yeah.
Well, we improvise. We use
Do you,
socks.
pinky out?
With a monocle.
Pinky out, pinky out.
Of course, pinky out. T in the other hand.
All right, let's end this.
Goodbye.
With a crop.
Everyone,
Bye.
bye everyone.
All right, yeah. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
And
Okay.
press stop.